want to get time.
No.
Okay.
You know how to go live?
I'm lost it too often.
Okay.
Right. Talk to your microphones real quick.
Testing 1, 2.
Right. Can you try yours, E?
Microphone check 1 2 1 2.
We live S.STREET Media. E-Love is in the
Media.
building. Hip Hop Legend is in the building. Let's get it.
All right. Give me 1 minute. Down. Audio.
Am I calling?
About to start in 1 minute. Just getting everything together. We are ready. Just setting up everything. In about 30 seconds, we're going to begin. Yo, on live already. This is the live camera, so you know, right here.
Mm-hmm. We are live on YouTube, guys. Go to S.STREET Media so y'all can see us live on YouTube. Let's get it.
And we're going. All right. When the hand claps. Audio starting. Warning sign up. S.STREET Media opening is up. Matter of fact, pardon myself. I'm loud. Start it again. 1 second. Set the mics on. I'll do it again.
Shout out to my TikTokers.
Again, we start again.
TikTokers in the house.
Audio is up. Warning sign is up. S.STREET Media opening is up. Countdown about to start. Remember, you start when the hand claps go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Not yet.
How y'all doing? It's Cody Dean. It's Code 31. Thank you guys for tuning in. It's going to be a great show tonight. I am honored and privileged to have this young man here. But before I introduce him, I want to say thank you to my sponsors, Shirt Kings, for the Hip Hop 50th Anniversary T-shirt that I'm rocking tonight. Also, my adopted sister who has sponsored this podcast, not only for this month, for next month. So shout out to my sister for sponsoring the show. Okay, yes. But tonight I have a very special guest. Introduce yourself, young man.
Rockroll Hall of Fame and E-Love. PE logo, #1 logo in hip hop.
Yeah.
I never knew that. Listen, speaking of the PE logo, is that the one that comes on Code 31 Media Magazine?
Right there.
Y'all see the logo behind us. Shout out to Chuck D for being on the cover of our magazine.
Chuck.
And E-Love will be on the cover of our magazine because we are going to be family now. We're going to be doing a lot of things, but let's take it back to the beginning. But before we take it back to the beginning, how does it feel to say Rock and Roll Hall of Famer?
Incredible
E-Love.
moment, incredible event. It's been an incredible 40 years, and happy 50th to everybody celebrating
Yes.
50.
All right, now let's take it back to the beginning.
Taking it back.
When you were a young man, young boy, growing up in Queens.
From Queens.
So back then, can you even imagine what your life would have been like now, back then? Is this something that you inspired to do?
At that time, we just trying to get a record deal, get the song on the radio, and meet some girls and have some pizza. It was. We knew nothing about chasing bags and accomplishing huge goals and things like that. We were just trying to get on the radio, do shows, and make a little bit of money, and floss out of Jamaica Ave.
Yes.
That's it.
So you had said on another podcast about your life being changed at 8 years old. Take us back to that time.
8 years old, I had two neighbors, a black chick and a white chick. They lived together, saw them daily, and I stopped them. What do you guys do? You guys keep odd hours. They were TV producers. They were working on a show called Wonderama. So it was a kids show. It was the only live TV show for kids at that time.
Okay.
So they gave me one ticket down. So I need two more for two of my other sisters. So they gave us 3 tickets. They brought us down to the show.
Okay.
When we walked on the set, I'm like, oh, I know that voice. That's Bob McAllister.
Yes.
That's the host of Wonderama. That's my favorite show.
Yes.
I ran away from the pack, ran over to Bob, shook his hand. Bob, I love you as a host. You're the best host in TV. Keep up the good work. He said, hey, hold on. What are you doing now? I said, win something. I'll be over here. He said, I'm going to definitely call you. And after 5, 6 kids in, he called me, came down, won the prize because I answered the question correctly. Or named the bird of Sesame Street. It was a big bird. And next thing you know, I'm riding home with my magic hat. Next day in school, everybody saw me on TV because of a live show. And my teacher said, my kids want to come and meet you because they don't believe you're in my class. So I was famous for a week. Girls was buying me snacks. They were carrying my books. And all of a sudden, I was the best and favorite student of a teacher. And I'm like, hey, hold up. I was just in the dean's office like 5 days ago. Am I now your favorite student? That was the power of marketing and the power of TV. That moment just changed my life.
Okay, and then where do we go from there? What's the next step from there?
Moved to Queens. Started snowing crazy one day.
Wait, you said you moved to Queens?
We moved to Queens. I was living in the Bronx.
Okay, you were living at the Bronx.
I was living in the South Bronx, 176 in Concourse.
Okay.
And at that point in time, moved to Queens, and it snowed crazy. I said, hey, guys, let's go to the rich part time, make some money shoveling snow. So I went to my 2 normal homes and made some good money. I said, hey, I have an idea. Let me call my friend to come and pick me up. He came. His brother came and picked me up. Went to the hardware store, bought a snowblower, came back, won the contest, and I made more money than every other kid.
And how old were you then?
He was 12 years old.
12 years old. Listen. He was already a marketing genius back then. And then where did we move on from there?
Moved on from there. I had a bunch of equipment that I bought, including the mini bike. And kids always wanted to come over and use the turntables on the mini bike. That was $5 for one ride around the block.
Oh my God! You had a whole marketing plan.
Absolutely, no doubt about it. So at that point in time, when numerous kids came by, that's when I met Todd, and we was hanging at Tough ever since.
And let them know who Todd
is. LL Cool.
Yes.
So,
and then you got
at that point in time, Run and Kurzbo was out already. Run was just dropping sucker.
Video for him coming.
Well, they had a show, and I ain't go with them to that show. I said, yo, I'm gonna go to the show. They said, we only got 2 tickets. I gotta figure a way out. I have to figure a way into this situation. So, yeah, let me walk around with the radio on stage. I said, perfect, that makes sense. And Russ was like, I don't know about that. Okay, let's what happens. So the promoter bought 3 tickets. He paid for 3 tickets, and at that point on, I was part of the show.
That's awesome, because that's the first time I remember seeing you as holding that radio for LL, and that just stuck with me as a young girl. Like, yo, that's Eli from holding the radio for LL.
Yeah.
So there was something that you said in the other interview about like promoting. You was doing some promotion for somebody.
Yeah, I used to work for a guy named Peter Gage, and at that time, Peter had 4 clubs in New York City. He had Club USA, the Palladium, the Tunnel, the Limelight. The Tunnel was an ultimate spot. Everybody came to the Tunnel. So I started off working for Peter, where I had 50 kids each club that was handing out flyers at posters, bus stops, mosques, all your high schools, junior high schools.
Yes.
And I started doing signage, Peter. We increased from 50 to a couple hundred each borough. And, you know, at that point, I met Chris Light was at the door. And, you know, it was hot, but we made it hotter at that point in time. And that's when the marketing campaign started, known as the Street Team.
Right. And shout out to Shampoo, because he still has that concept going to this day.
Shampoo, brother.
YMBS,
Keep it going,
baby.
keep it
Yes.
going all day long. The Street Team's alive and kicking with you.
So where do we go from there?
But after that, you know, we're about to kick in. We're doing mad shows. I Need Beats working, radio's working, Dangerous is working. We started working on the first CD, My Radio, and we started working with Rick Rubin and Steve at God rest his soul.
Yes.
Krell, one of the best engineers I've ever worked with. And
like, can you take me back to that era where you was on because it was a Def Jam tour and all that stuff? Like,
Fresh Fest.
Like, yes, Fresh Fest. That's when Jermaine Dupri was a
Exactly.
baby on that tour with the Jerry Curl. I remember that.
Right.
Like, take me to those days. Like, what was your mindset during those tours?
Our mindset was to put together the best possible show. I mean, we on tour with some of the best groups in the game. So everybody's show is tight, it's to the dime, no mistakes. So we really focus on having the best possible show. And you know, LL being an incredible performer that he is today. You know, he brought the energy every night. Cut was incredible on the wheels, and you know, we did everything to make the show as tight as possible.
So back then, like, who did you?
Tyler introduced me to Jay. I met Jay. Jay was still going to act, and when I met Jam Master Jay versus Soul. You know, when I met Jam Master, you know, we were talking about different things, and you know, I met D and Run, and you know, Run had the ego. He was all like, "Oh, well, I'm DJ Run." You know, every time you saw him, he was pretty.
Is that when you got the hat idea, or you had that before they started doing the hat?
I got the hat idea from Jay. I said, I gotta get a hat like Jay.
Right.
So I put the hat in the actually fit. So I'm like, okay, I'm rocking it now. Jay said, "Oh, I see rocking just like us." Yeah, absolutely. You know, so I got the eye from Jay. You know, and D, and.
Is there anything that you got from Jam Master Jay that nobody knows about that you could share with us?
Jay was always a positive brother. He always told me, "Hey, D, you know what? People are gonna knock you for what you do. Just keep believing in what you do, and never let anybody tell you that you can't do something. Stick to it. Even if you fail once, come back. Stay with the plan. If you got a plan, just stick with it. Stick with your crew." And just keep it real with everybody. Keep it real with yourself at the end of the day.
Yes.
So he gave me some great advice. And
Is there anybody that you met back in those days that you still like have a great rapport, a great relationship with that keeps just feeding you like jewels to this day?
Oh, Flav is my man. I mean, me and Flav, we go way back. I mean, we had some incredible moments. Flav and the DLC is a friend of mine. And to this day, you know, we'll go bowling with the kids and just hang out, get back and just, you know, talk about life as a whole. Because when I met him, he had no kids. Now he has several kids.
Yes, a lot.
A lot.
At least 8 or 9.
At least 8.
Actually, I met his oldest son, Will. He's amazing. So shout out to his oldest son. Shout out to the whole family. I got to see him running by at Mill Pond Park. When they were in town.
Oh, okay.
But there was a young lady with him, you know, pushing him up. You know,
Yeah.
I wanted to say hello. But maybe when he's with you or something.
Oh, yeah.
Because I would love to get a picture with Chuck.
That's all day, no doubt.
Yes.
Sure.
So, life with LL and then life after LL. Talk about it.
After or with? After?
You could talk about, you know, you did all the concerts and stuff that you just said, and then life after.
Well, life after, like around 89, you know, I got shot 8 times over by South Jamaica by this club Scene right off of God Up on and Baisley. Now it's Chick.
And what led to that?
I'm getting out of my car with 2 of my dudes, and 3 guys just roll up on me out of nowhere, and they're like, "Yo, run your shit!" Guns is drawn.
Wow.
shots of salt rang out.
So they shot you up and they didn't take nothing.
They tried to. My jewelry came off. Some of it stayed. Some of it came off. And it was. I mean, it was a free fall at that
Well,
point.
by the grace of God, you made it.
Yeah. I was hospital 3 years.
You was in the hospital for 3
years.
years?
I was in the hospital a year and a half. I came out, had a double barrel colostomy.
Wow.
Yeah, they wanted to wait until my intestines heal.
What hospital were
I
you
was in Mary Immaculate.
Wow, it ain't even in existence
It's not in
anymore.
existence.
Yes.
I don't even know. So,
hopefully that was a good hospital back when you was in there.
it was a great hospital. I'm sitting here to talk about it.
Right.
So, they did me right.
8 times got shot in 89.
I heard about the story.
Oh my God.
So
Yeah, it was real. It's real.
Yeah.
Jam
Did
Master
they
Jay
ever find
also.
the people?
Two of the guys got killed.
Oh,
one
wow.
was on the run.
Okay.
They found one dead.
Wow.
You know,
that.
you don't do dirt like that.
That's it. That's the karma that comes with the
Talk about it.
territory, you know. But anyway, I'm thankful by the grace of God you made it.
Appreciate
So
it.
after
Appreciate
that, what would you decide? Like,
After that, I had a long talk with a guy named Leo Cohen.
okay,
You know Leo?
yes,
Over YouTube, former president, Def Jam, Warner Brothers, Leo Cohen. Leo said, "E, you seem like a different guy right now, and you need to go back to school." I'm trying to get a production. Talking about going to school. So at that time, I didn't want to hear about going to school. But he gave me some good sound advice. I went back to school in San Francisco to study production on videos, commercials, and documentaries.
Okay.
And I was about to graduate. I booked a movie in Wilmington, North Carolina. It's a Hallmark TV movie. So I started working with the director on that movie.
Okay.
He made me an assistant, and I started learning how to direct a film from being on the set.
Okay.
So that time,
So you didn't finish school?
I didn't finish school, so I went down to Wilmington. The bag was calling. I had to answer.
Okay.
And it was a great experience working with James Woods and Elizabeth McGovern.
Nice.
And Charles Madison.
Nice.
What's up, Charles? And they shot in Wilmington, North Carolina. That was the year that Tupac died.
Wow.
In Wilmington, they ran up to me like, "Yo, you heard about Pac?" No, what happened? They said,
You met Pac before?
I worked with Pac.
Wow.
Yeah. I met Pac through D-Don Skills. What up, D-Don? D-Don is DJ Bobcat, who was rolling with us.
Okay.
As our other DJ,
Okay.
besides co-creator. D-Don called me up. He said, "Yo, E, you got to meet this kid. This kid lyrics is incredible. I want you to meet him." His mom's is a doctor, just like my mom's is a doctor. Both my mother, female was doctors. D-Don Skills' mother was a doctor. So their sons grew up together, and D-Don and Pac was best friends. That's how Pac did Skills.
So let me because everybody on the got to have the right LL. So we need to know more about who is outside of the LL Cool J.
Yeah, well, 2000, commercials, and videos, stuff like that. I started over 1 billion views in 3 days.
Nice.
We had like 13, 14 parties during NBA All-Star Week in 2007 in Vegas. First and only time All-Star game has ever been in Vegas.
Right.
Vegas has.
Well, now the Aces, the girls.
Now they have the
NBA.
girls. I heard the guys are coming in a couple years.
Okay.
But at that time, every label gave Ski TV a budget to do a release party for one of their artists. So we had 13 parties in 3 days.
Wow.
1.2 billion views in 3
Nice.
days. And around that time, I said, I'm going to start my company called VR Innovator. And VR Innovator, we do 4 things at VR. We do sports, entertainment, technology, and philanthropy.
Okay.
On the sports side, we have a brand called SEA, SEYA. Leave a negativity in my competition behind. SEA, right? That's the name of the shoe. So we have a shoe coming out for basketball players, from Pop Warner to the pros, basketball, baseball, football. We have cleats for soccer, baseball, and football. And then we have a basketball shoe, male and female. We have several players in the NBA right now that's going to be wearing that shoe. And there's theme song is done by Ch-
He played it for me earlier, guys. Y'all are in for a treat when they're released. I'm telling y'all.
It's a bang.
It's a banger. Shout out to Chuck D.
Shout out
Speaking of Chuck D,
Shout out.
he's on the cover of Code 30 magazine. Y'all see it?
Right there.
Y'all see it? I know what I be doing, guys. I know what I be doing. So shout out to Chuck D.
Yeah.
Shout out to KRS-One. Shout out to the ladies from first. What is it? My girls from Fine Wine and Good Time podcast. Shout out to them. They on the cover also. Rest in peace to Tracy Brown. She passed away in May. So yes, I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I was trying to show them love. They came on my show. It was one of their first interviews ever. And I wanted to surprise them with the cover. And then I found out 2 months later that she's gone. But I already had the cover done in April. So that told me, you know, you can't wait on anything. You gotta get it done now. Tomorrow is not promised.
The rest
Tomorrow
of today is not promised.
Yes. Right.
Yeah.
So you say you have some athletes in the NBA that are.
We have several players that's going to be wearing the shoes in the next year and a half to 2 years.
Okay.
We have a couple college players.
Okay.
We have 1 or 2 high school players that we're dealing with on the football, baseball, basketball side.
Nice.
So 2014, I got kind of burnt out with America.
Okay.
I just decided I want to move to Japan.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody was like, Japan. So
Mhm.
most people normally move to Atlanta or Florida or
Mm-hmm.
Texas, but I took it to Japan because at that time my partner, she was the lead composer for one of the top games called Metal Gear Solid. It's a
Okay.
PlayStation game distributed by Sony. They sold about 75, 80 million games.
Okay.
And when I moved to Japan to pursue my video game side, we made a trailer, shopped it around, got a buy from this company. They said, "Yo, we're gonna give you guys a deal.
Yeah.
We're gonna fund your seed round." And
Yes.
great, just what I wanted to hear. So they funded us. They funded our seed round, and when they funded the seed round, they said, "Wow, now that you got this money, what you gonna do?" I said, "Well, we're gonna bring Stan Lee, Jeremy Ryan, we do the first Tokyo International Comic Con." They said, "Stan Lee will never come here." I said, "What do you mean?" They said, "We were trying to get a home, but you never called back." So we get Stan on right now.
Right.
I got him on. This guy put him up to the big thing,
Mm-hmm.
cut the deal on the spot. I had Stan there, Jeremy Renner,
Rest in
middle of
peace to
December.
Stan Lee.
Rest in peace, Stan.
I had great connections with major people in the industry, and it's kind of like a secret because I would never know stuff about you. You know what I mean? So from there, you did what?
We did the first Tokyo International Comic Con. We had 500,000 people there at a 3-day event. It was the first one ever in Tokyo. Right after that, they flew me to China. That's when I received distribution for my game as well as for my reality show and throughout all, because you know they're 4.5 billion.
Do you have a reality show now or it's coming?
It was coming because COVID came and
Yes.
through everything.
Yeah.
I was actually trying to play the Olympics could be for entertainment. And I've got a huge contract for opening ceremony and closing ceremony, and everything went kaput
Right.
because of COVID situation. And when they finally had the Olympics, they said no fans. That's
Right.
our sponsor and bye. So I'm in the process of releasing the single for the and next quarter we're going to drop the reality show called Impact Show.
Okay. And in that corner, what does that entail?
And that corner covers the path of VR and then goes to the East Coast and West Coast. That's the department.
Nice. Amazing. Back in the day, like you said, what did you say? Like from the 80s to the 90s, a lot of the artists were taken advantage of and didn't make their money. So, what makes you still have the mindset to still get?
This business is kind of funny. You pursue one thing and you want to do something else sometimes. It's not till you get what you pursued until you realize, like, okay, that's cool. But my thing is, I've always been the type of person to help everybody else get to where they need to go.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody helped us, so
Yes.
we have to help somebody else. That's just how the business works. You get an opportunity, you give an opportunity. So every
A
time,
lot of people don't have that mindset. It's like, oh my God, if I help you, you're gonna do better than me. So let me not help you. Like, I don't have that mindset either. I don't mind helping people. I'll tell you the whole blueprint, but you probably not gonna figure it out the way I have because you don't have the same mindset. So
Absolutely. I love them want to help people, especially kids. I've always had programs to teach kids how to do coding, programming, and game development.
Hold on, you know how to do coding?
Oh, that's my whole thing.
Listen, we got to talk because, like I said, I've been wanting to do animation and coding and all that, but all those programs are for like the kids and stuff, and that's fine. I know the future, is our future. The kids are our future, but I know there are like older adults like myself that are on disability that would love to do stuff like coding and animation and stuff like that. So I would love to have programs for us to do that kind of stuff.
Absolutely. We're going to get to that. We're going to just get the kids out the way first.
Yeah,
We're going to come back and get the adults.
Because like I said, I would love to do it like, everything is self-taught. The magazine, the podcast, the clothing line. So I just want to expand that into doing animation and shoot. Like I said, I love video games, so I would love to explore all that.
Coach D, looking forward.
Yes.
When we get back in the trenches, I'll hit you up.
Okay.
Come on down, meet the crew, and see what we're doing. And congratulations on the
Thank
show.
You so
and,
much.
Everything that you.
Yeah. Let me tell you something. I want to thank E-Love because he's on the road. He doesn't live out here. So where was you at last night?
I was in Baltimore.
He was in Baltimore last night.
Yeah,
He's here tonight, and then you got to go where tomorrow?
I'm probably gonna go out to Park City, Utah.
Utah. So this man is on the road, and he took the time out. Let me show y'all TikTok. He took the time out to come to New York to be on my show. So that means a lot to me, E-Love. So anything that I can do to help the team, because now I'm going to be with you on your team.
Absolutely.
You let me know. No, we had a discussion already. Don't lie. We had a discussion. We was here an hour. He was here. Like, he was here early. So we've been talking, and like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is a dream come true to finally find somebody that is not only a legend, but an icon, and you grew up in Queens where I'm from. And to be able to build with you is amazing. So what do we have next coming up?
Next coming up,
Ooh.
man.
Wait, did y'all have the Hall of Fame ceremonies and all that?
I just got back from Rockwell Hall of Fame a couple months ago.
Nice.
They opened up the actual hip hop exhibit.
Okay.
I was up there. It was me, DMC, Chuck D, Flav, Roxanne Shante, Cool V. I think that was about it. Yeah, I think that was about a month, maybe 2 months ago.
Okay.
But as far as coming up next, I have songs we're gonna drop. The single for the driving game, Fearless D.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna drop out the reality show. Probably gonna kick it in the first quarter. I have the 6th annual Tokyo Comic Con coming up.
Nice.
And I'm bringing one of the Rockwell Hall of Fame members. I can't say who yet.
Okay.
He's a legend. Everybody knows this name.
And when are you having that?
That's going to be December 5th, 6th, 7th. We're going to do 3 days of press. The Comic-Con dates is the 8th, 9th, and 10th. From there, we're going to take it
December
down.
of this year.
This year, right here.
Oh, that's going to be amazing.
Yeah. So we're going to do the
I'm going to
50th
sneak on the plane,
anniversary.
guys. I'm going to sneak on the plane. Code 31 video will be. I hope. I hope you cover it. Let's manifest that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So tell us about the sneaker that you got coming out, and tell us how you became the iconic figure on the Public Enemy logo.
Well, we got a brand new line coming out called SEYA, SEYA. That means leaving negativity and my competition behind.
Okay.
SEYA.
Okay.
So that'll be out.
Like, what made you want to do your own sneaker?
I'm a sneaker fanatic.
Okay.
I wear Nikes, Adidas, Pumas. I love Pumas.
Mm-hmm.
Pumas like my favorite brand, probably.
Okay.
And I like the Ewings too.
Okay.
Shout out to my dudes over at Ewing. I said, I think it's time that I come out with my own shoe, and started looking into it, and I put it together, and we have some shoes coming out by the end of the fourth quarter.
Okay.
So Chuck D took a picture of me that was in the magazine. Chuck went to school to be a graphic artist.
Right,
He's the real deal.
Right.
So he had this picture. He's wearing it up. He said, "This is perfect." I get a call from Bill Stephanie. Bill called Bill Adler. He said, "Tell you love to call me." So, hey, Bill, everything okay? Can you come by my office? I need to see you. So, sounds serious.
Mm-hmm.
Came by. He said, Chuck saw this picture of you and we want to pay you to use your likeness to be the logo of Public Enemy. This is 1980 something, and nobody knew what likeness was.
Yes,
okay,
yes.
I'll look that up. So he said that's what it is, and fair deal. So we signed off, and next thing you know, the logos on everything that P rolls out, and that happens to be the #1 logo in all of hip hop. That logo represents the same thing that the NBA, the NFL logo represents, Major League Baseball logo represents. That logo is iconic worldwide.
Yes.
It's actually in every museum around the globe,
Nice.
including the Smithsonian and all the Getty images.
That's amazing. I never knew this whole time. I never knew that was you. That is crazy. So how does it feel to be the iconic logo of Public Enemy?
It's incredible because every time I see PE, Public Enemy, they were inducted in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame 2013.
Nice.
So now the logo's in with PE because it's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So every time I see Flavor's like, yeah, I got one of these trophies for you. It's in my house. Like, he's always joking around, right? So they were inducted in 2013. We were inducted with LL 2021.
Okay.
So that was like, wow, 2 inductions,
Yes.
And
That's
if you
amazing.
think about it like this, I was like, wow. It's an amazing feeling, just to see that logo on people's arms. I've seen people tattoo that logo. I'm like, wow, it's interesting.
Right. Do you know that's me?
Yeah, exactly. So, can your son? So,
Yeah.
Yeah. So
That's amazing.
probably feel.
So if you could go back in time and change anything like what you know now, would you go back in time and change anything that you know now? Or would you leave it because it, reflects everything that's happening now?
I'm not really want to go back and change things. Things played out the way they were supposed to play out. Why? Who knows? But I don't have any. Everything to me is where it's supposed to be. I'm where I am. Where I am right now is where I'm supposed to be. That's just how it goes.
Yes.
Some people's not here at all.
Yes.
So I can't complain about I ain't make this. I don't
Yes.
have that, bro. Figure it out. If you don't like your situation, change it. So don't complain.
That's what I was going to ask you. What would be the best advice you could tell somebody that wants to get in the game now or do some of the things that you're doing? Give them pros and cons.
The thing is, we started early. We started as kids. Keep in mind, we started at 15, 16 years old.
Yeah.
So the business was different. There was no technology then. So now it's a whole different game. Everybody got
you can
these
be
phones.
independent and do things yourself.
You can put music out, but people still need to hear about your music.
Yes.
Even though it's out on YouTube or other platform, people still need to know that it's there because it's like you upload your song to so did a million other kids.
Yes.
Okay, so how does somebody know to go to your song, to download your song, to stream it or to buy it?
Yes.
They might not know how to do that.
Right.
You still have to have a marketing campaign and a platform to promote your music at the end of the day.
Yes.
So to be patient, be diligent, don't burn bridges, and focus on making the best possible music and try to surround yourself with people that know more than you.
Yes.
So you can learn from those people.
Yes. And what does 50 years in hip hop mean to you, being that you was there from damn near the beginning?
50 years of hip hop, 40 years for me looking at 50.
40 years for you.
40 years for me looking at 50. I mean, it goes real fast. You just gotta focus on what everybody's not gonna be the best, right? There's only gonna be 1 or 2 LeBron James, 1 or 2 Michael Jordan. You need to figure out, okay, if I can't be that person, is there anything else in the game that I could be good at? I need to apply myself to other things. Maybe somebody might be a camera guy, somebody might be a sound alike guy, somebody might be a good editor, somebody might be a good storyteller. There's other things in the space besides picking up the mic, because there's only going to be 1 or 2 rockers, 1 or 2 LLs, 1 or 2 terrorists, 1 or 2 Chuck D's. Those spaces are. It's not like sports where a guy retires after a couple years and he's done the space for nothing. These rappers have been around 40 years.
Yeah,
they're not
40, 50 years, yes.
They're not relinquishing.
Even though they have like an age thing for hip hop, but why not? Why can't it be like rock and roll? Rock and roll, they don't have no age limit. They can go till they 100, 150.
You know, the thing about that is, the thing about rock and roll is different because, see, singing, it's only one way to sing to some degree.
Mm-hmm.
Hip hop, rap, the styles change
Mm-hmm.
with the youth.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? And the youth come in, they do it this way. So if you're not doing it the way how the youth is doing it, even
Mm-hmm.
though you've been successful,
Mm-hmm.
the young people want to hear somebody that they can relate to.
Mm-hmm.
They might not want to hear somebody that's close to their father's age
Mm-hmm.
or their mother's age at home.
Mm-hmm.
So they want to hear somebody that's closer to their age. And you can't knock the youth for that. That's just how the game
but
goes.
I mean, they gotta learn from the legends.
Oh,
Because I'm
absolutely,
I'm
no
looking
doubt.
at all these shows, and I actually was at Grandmaster Caz's birthday party, and he had Kara Swan, Kool Moe Dee, Curtis Blow, Red Alert, Big Daddy Kane. It was amazing, but it wasn't a lot of people there.
Wow.
And I was shocked because it was a great birthday party.
Yeah.
So I love to see the legends perform, and I think these new artists should take notes from their stage presence and everything like that.
Absolutely.
Instead of just jumping around acting a fool,
Yeah.
talking about stupidity.
Yeah, it's just, yeah. No, I agree 100%. No doubts about it. The guys that laid the foundation,
Mm-hmm.
still laying the foundation to this day. They need to learn from, but it's, you know, that audience is a whole nother mentality.
Yes.
The mentality is.
So how do we bridge the gap?
You bridge the gap several different ways. Through video games is a good source.
Mhm.
It's a good way of bridging the gap.
Mhm.
Collaborations on songs and different ventures is a good way of bridging the gap. I would start with collaborations and video games and projects that enact the legends with the current artists.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we're gonna do that. So before you go, where can they find you on social media, and what is the last impression you want my audience to know about you?
You can find me on IG. You can find me on IG.
Mm-hmm.
You can find me on IG at eLove, ELOVE Global, GLOBAL. Shoot it to me. I'll shoot it back to you.
Okay, and what is the last impression you want my audience to know about eLove? Give me something that nobody knows about eLove.
It'll be in my book called Famous. It'll be in my book called Famous for a Week. You can get it on the stand second quarter 2024. How about that?
2024. Y'all look forward to his book.
Second, third quarter.
What about the documentary?
The reality show, in that corner. About second quarter, we're gonna roll that out. You know, we have some music coming out.
This year or next year?
Oh, next year.
Next year.
So
y'all be prepared. 2024 is the year of eLove. Okay.
Oh, it's rolling out. We're gonna roll out the music, the sports, the technology, and
the
sneakers, and we're gonna keep up with the philanthropists. I have a staff of 10 people that's work with me on everything, so it's not just me doing all that.
Right. Yeah. You gotta have a great
absolutely.
team and everything that y'all do. So I want to thank everybody that tuned in on TikTok, on YouTube, on his face. What is it? What is it on?
It's on Instagram.
Instagram. I want to thank everybody for tuning in to Code 31 Media TV podcast. We will be back next week. Again, thank you to my sponsors, Shirt Kings. They will be in the building next week. And I appreciate everybody for tuning in. It's Coach D and it's Code 31. You can follow me at Code 31 Media TV podcast on YouTube, Code 31 Media, Code 31 Mag on Instagram, and I'm on TikTok, Code 31 Media. It's Coach D and it's Code 31. We appreciate you, eLove, for being here tonight with us. And y'all tune in. We're going to be building from this point forward. It's Coach D and it's Code 31. Y'all have a good night.
Peace out. You love. Sign off.
That was great. That was history
Thank you
lesson.
guys. Talk to you soon.
That was a history lesson.
Yes.
That's cool. That's good. That's great.
Yes.
That
All right,
was
we
a
got to take
history
pictures
lesson.
and then
No
we're
doubt.
all good. Yeah, definitely let me know.
Oh, for
Especially
sure.
about the
Yeah.
magazine thing, 'cause
Oh, no. My guy, JC, he'll be in a couple days. Magazine based out of Colorado. When JC comes in,
Okay.
I'll hit you up.
Y'all coming back here or
Oh,
no?
no, yeah, for sure, he
Oh, he's based in New
No,
York?
he's based in Colorado.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But y'all gonna be in New York?
Oh, he's coming in Saturday night.
Saturday?
Yeah, I think he said
Okay.
Friday, Saturday. When he gets
Yeah,
up,
hit me
gets
up.
you,
Definitely, I will
and we'll
come.
get together and,
Yes.
we'll follow on.
Did you charge something?
Oh, yeah, I'm
Okay.
100%.
Okay, cool.
Thank you very much.
Yes. 'Cause, if you could let me know Friday night and I can book my ride.
Yeah, the minute he books his ticket, I'm gonna tell you, because
Okay.
I don't really respond till he books his ticket. Like, okay, let me have your ticket in hand.
Okay,
That's when it's real.
right.
But he's got to come.
Yeah, 'cause I booked my rides like before 5 the day
Okay, cool.
before.
That was a great show.
Thank you.
Oh, shoot, I'm bugging. We gotta take pictures.
Yes,
and I
we
gotta
do.
flag. Which one you wanna hold? You wanna hold Chuck since that's your boy?
Sure, no doubt. Absolutely.
All right, and I'll hold Careless.
There you go.
You know I need a picture tonight. I don't take
Absolutely.
pictures. Let me just say this. I don't take pictures, but I need a picture.
No doubt.
Yeah. Yeah. Guys.
All right, one without.
Stay there.
I'm shooting it up.
She don't got no hip hop poses going. You helping her out. You helping her out. He's the king of the pose. He's the king of the hip hop pose. Perfect.
All right.
Do a drop.
Yeah,
This
let him
is your
hold
phone.
one by himself, cause I gotta get
I
that,
got
cause
you.
that's the cover.
I got
He
you.
want the cover, so I gotta get one.
Stay there.
Okay. All right.
You
Now
drop
do- yeah,
now?
I do a drop.
Which one is yours? Is yours?
Yeah, that's me.
All right.
You already know we had an amazing show tonight at S.STREET Media Code 31 Media TV podcast. We had the legend E Love in the building tonight, representing for E Love Global. He's doing big things. 2024 is his year. 2024 is our year. S.STREET Media Code 31. We in the building. Hope to see y'all next week. It's Coach Dean. It's Code 31.
Perfect. Let me get a picture. Oh, wait, you gotta get me a picture.
Yes.
Let me get a Yo, throw your big boy staring over, baby. You already know how we doing it. You already know how we doing it. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, God. I appreciate it. God, you make honest. That's to me bigger than LL, man. You know why? Because I was the guy next to the rappers. I was the guy. I was that guy. Oh, I'm not gonna lie to you. You got me hyped. We're gonna do a full. We running this hard through S.STREET Media. This will be ran through hard. We're gonna do at least 2 days on this.
I appreciate that.
Word.
How often do you
I go once a week.
once a week, you got
He got a whole bunch of shows in here.
Oh,
so-
really?
But I'm gonna say this though.
Yeah.
And I'll leave this open.
Yeah.
If you have any ideas that you want to do, we would love to be a part of it. You know what I mean? You have any ideas, you want to put something together,
please use us.
Yeah, I mean, definitely,
Yeah, definitely.
Be back,
You
man,
have
because
to be
there's a situation happening out here, man. This is ugly, bro. This city, California, it's happening in every city in the state,
Yeah.
first of all.
Yeah.
The thing with the foster kids,
Mhm.
they take these kids on marijuana. This woman lost 5 kids in New York City, the Bronx. It took all 5 of the kids because of marijuana.
Mhm.
Marijuana's fucking legal. It's like taking some of my kids because they smoke or drink. They took the kids based on marijuana and they held the kids for years without giving their kids back. They had kids in all 5 different homes. Long story short, I have a client of mine. I work with this law firm, one of the top civil rights attorneys in the country. This woman is 81 years old. Her dad used to work for JFK back in the day. He integrated the VA. She sued DCFS on behalf of one of her first cases. In 1984, a 3-year-old baby was raped over 250 times before her 3rd birthday. She won a $7 million judgment from the baby at that time. That was the biggest judgment in the history of the country at that moment. Now, flash forward to 2023. We have a client named Bobby Jones. Bobby was a street hustler. He did a little time. He came out. Netflix made a movie about his life called Imperial Dreams.
I want to check
Netflix, right? Bobby's 3 kids was taken when there was 2, 4, and 6. His youngest son ran away to Vegas to be with him. He was 13 at the time. His youngest son was in and out of foster care. He was telling his social worker attorney, I'm being raped. They paid no attention. The kid started cross-dressing in the park and he's 12 years old. Lipstick, full drag, the whole 9. When he gets to Vegas, his mind is still not right. They're stealing cars. You know that TikTok challenge with the Kia?
Yeah, the Kia boys.
Yeah. They stole a car, they drive in, somebody was chasing them, they hit a utility pole off, splits in half. 3 of the 5 kids are dead. The kid was only 14 years old. DCFS in LA is responsible for this kid being dead because he would not have been in that mindset. He wouldn't be in Vegas if they didn't have him in custody for more than 12 years of his 14 years in.
So you working on something with this?
Yeah, we have a movement called Modern Slavery. We're shooting a documentary.
I'm going to DM you, God. So I have a friend right now who's going through that right now with his son.
Really?
Got raped or being abused throughout the system. His son got taken from his girlfriend. Went to the system. When he goes to see his son one day, the son is like, they beat me. So I called 3 different people trying to help him out. He is still going through for the past year.
Wow.
For the past year. So I am down 100%. Please do.
Yeah.
100% down on that, God. And I'm this now. What we're talking about. 941. My name is Mathematics. E-Love. I'm saving it and I'm calling you now.
Right here.
Yeah, so I'm not on the level of the major people, but on the underground level, I have a firm grip. I'm gonna say that.
No problem. That's all that counts. Yeah.
Okay, I got you. I'm sending you my number. Wait, I must have got them wrong. I got it. I'll see. All right, I got you. I got you.
Right there.
My bad.
You're in Brooklyn, Queens?
I'm in Woodstock, Queens now, but I'm from Williamsburg, Brooklyn.
Gotcha, okay.
I'm from Williamsburg, Brooklyn. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
so I have a friend is without the sexual abuse part, what you just described.
Okay.
And he's a person who came out of prison, changed his life, my friend. Changed his positive thing, but him and the woman ain't together. The woman is like kind of like street.
Yeah.
And so the kid got snatched from him. We have pictures, everything. I was sending this. My friend is a street person. So even though he changed his life, he still don't know. Yeah. So I'm a street person too, but I've been in prison a long time, but I've learned how to. So even though he changed his life, he still don't know. Yeah. So I'm a street person too, but I've been in prison a long time, but I've learned how to adapt. And so I'm kind of his bridge between what's going on. So the people I went to 3 people. A person who worked in the Bronx DA office, a friend of mine named Cleo Clark, who mother that I couldn't help. He just came yesterday for the first time yesterday, and he's like, "Yo, I'm still going through it." I'm like this. So this is just perfect.
No problem.
Conversation.
You want to contact with Wallace, that's attorney. She's actually happy to be here because she's supposed to be doing something with Eric Adams' office.